All right, so you have out the one and only Ivan book, and you have your packets out as well. I am going to make a change. The vocabulary packet, let's take a look at that. It's the thin one. Make sure it says vocabulary packet though. Okay. The top 2 pages, the ones that have the words and their definitions, tear those off. The first 2 pages of the vocabulary packet, tear those off. So the pages that are like this, we're going to throw those away. We're only keeping the top 2.
On the second page, on the bottom, it says there's 111.
Okay, Amy, what are you up to?
So this one,
You are only keeping the top 2 pages in your vocabulary packet. We can restaple those, okay? All of these, the rest of these, we're throwing away.
Wait, even the definition.
Were you listening? The top 2 pages we are keeping. Top 1, top 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a restaple.
The top 2 pages, that's the last time I'm going to repeat the same thing. I bet I have said it at least 6 times. If you need to restaple your 2 pages, there's a stapler right there. That now really thin vocabulary packet will help us with the vocabulary part in our, like the comprehension, the student packet. When you get back to your desk, let's take a look at that really thick packet, the student chapter packet. We're not quite finished with chapters 12 through, is it 23?
Yeah. 12 to 32.
12 through 23.
I was looking at the wrong page.
All right, so we did the quick write. Let's go ahead and take a look at the vocabulary. We have 4 words off to the side here. Lush, precision, wily, and undaunted. We have read some of those in the chapters that we've been reading so far. But now what I want you to do is look back in the vocabulary packet that you just restapled. And do you see the section that is chapters 12 through 23 right here? The numbers are really small. So it's the second section there. On page 25, we had read the word lush. Lush means luxuriant and rich, or jungly, like lots of trees and lots of vines and lots of plants. So there's two meanings for that word. Now, thinking back to page 25. Where's my book? It's over here. Looking back on page 25, that was several pages ago. It uses the word lush. Says, I saw a lush forest. So which meaning is that one? Does that mean like rich things, luxurious, fancy things? Or does that mean jungly? Which definition goes along with like a lush forest, everybody?
Jungly.
Jungly, all right. The word precision that we read means accuracy, like doing things correctly, saying things correctly. You have precision in what you're doing. 34, I think that we've read that page, haven't we? Yes. We read 34 yesterday. It was Bob. That was the chapter. And the word wily is in that second paragraph, and it starts out in the sentence that says, he is so speedy, so wily, that mall workers long ago gave up trying to catch him. Well, wily means that he's shrewd, he's clever, he's sharp, he's outthinking them so that they can't catch him. On page 34. Then the word undaunted on page 37, which we will be reading today, is in, again, the second paragraph. Starts with, everywhere is my home. Bob answered, I am a wild beast, my friend, untamed and undaunted. Undaunted means that you're not afraid of things, that you have no fear. All right? So going over those 4 vocabulary words, let's go back into the really thick packet that you had opened up. And again, you see the 4 words off to the side here. We're going to use the word lush, the word precision, the word wily, and undaunted to complete each of the sentences here to make them correct. Okay, so you decide which word goes in this first sentence. You're just going to write them down. The fox outsmarted everyone once again. If you're not sure, could you look back in the vocabulary packet to help you decide which word to use? That would be a good resource, wouldn't it? The second one says the rainforest was so green, moist, and filled with interesting plants and creatures. You're only using each word one time. Number 3. Even after I lost the first game, I was and challenged my friend to a rematch. And then the 4th sentence. With great whatever and care, the little girl colored in the picture, being careful to stay inside all the lines. Use that vocabulary, the really thin vocabulary packet now, to help you double check the meaning of those words. Okay, does everybody have those four? The vocabulary words completed? All right, let's look back in the book now. We are on page 37, ready to read the chapter Wild. Okay, so now Bob has made his way into the story, and Bob is the stray dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was thrown out of a vehicle or a truck or whatever it said on the freeway, which is an interstate, which is a super busy highway. And Bob ended up making his way to the shopping mall, and where has Bob found a super comfortable place to sleep?
On Ivan.
Right on top of Ivan's chest. And Ivan he really didn't know what to think about that, did he? Because had he been in contact with any other living thing, like close, like to be able to touch something that was living like that? No, not up to this point. All right, so he didn't move all night long because he didn't want to wake up Bob. That's where we left off. Now we're on the chapter Wild. Once I asked Bob why he didn't want a home. Humans, I'd noticed, seem to be irrationally fond of dogs, and I could see why a puppy would be easier to cuddle with than, say, a gorilla. Everywhere is my home, Bob answered. I am a wild beast, my friend, untamed and undaunted. I told Bob he could work in the shows like Snickers, the poodle who rides Stella. Bob said Snickers sleeps on a pink pillow in Mac's office. He said she eats foul-smelling meat from a can. He made a face. His lips curled, revealing tiny needles of teeth. Poodles, he said, are parasites. What does he mean by that? Does he like poodles or not?
No.
No. Parasites are living organisms that feed off of other, like, living things.
I saw them.
All right, so that was Wild. Does Bob want to be in the show, like Ivan suggested?
No.
No way. The next chapter is Picasso. Do you guys know who Picasso was?
No. I've heard the name, but I don't.
He was a famous artist. He painted lots of famous pictures that are worth a lot of money nowadays. So, who do you think is going to be talked about, or who do you think is going to be the focus in this chapter?
Ivan.
Why do you think Ivan?
Because he paints.
We've already learned that Ivan paints, right? Okay, so let's see what it tells us. Mac gives me a fresh crayon, a yellow one, and 10 pieces of paper. Time to earn your keep, Picasso, he mutters. I wonder who this Picasso is. Does he have a tire swing like me? Does he ever eat crayons? I know I have lost my magic, so I try my very best. I clutch the crayon and think. I scan my domain. Show me what he's doing if he scans his domain. Okay, he looks around, right? What is yellow? A banana. I draw a banana. The paper tears, but only a little. I lean back, and Mac picks up the drawing. Another day, another scribble, he says. 1 down, 9 to go. What else is yellow? I wonder, scanning my domain. I draw another banana, and then I draw 8 more. Do they really look like bananas to humans?
Probably not.
No, what did Ivan say it was? Or Ivan, what did Mac say it was? Scribbles. Okay, next chapter. 3 visitors. Because friends, what's happening to them all? What's going on?
There's no visitors coming.
Right, no visitors are coming. There's not people going into it. How many days went by with no people being in there at all, everyone? 2 days. All right, so 3 visitors. 3 visitors are here. A woman, a boy, a girl. I strut across my domain for them. I dangle from my tire swing. I eat 3 banana peels in a row. The boy spits at my window. The girl throws a handful of pebbles. Sometimes I'm glad the glass is there. Next chapter is my visitors return. After the show, the spit pebble children come back. I display my impressive teeth. I splash in my filthy pool. I grunt and hoot. I eat and eat and eat some more. The children pound their pathetic chests. They toss more pebbles. Slimy chimps, I mutter. I throw a me-ball at them. Sometimes I wish the glass was not there. Why does he wish the glass wasn't there?
So he could throw the meatball after them.
So the me-ball would actually hit them, right? Ooh, good thing that glass is there for them.
Yeah.
All right, the next chapter is sorry. I'm sorry I called those children slimy chimps. My mother would be ashamed of me. Julia. Like the spit pebble children, Julia is a child, but that, after all, is not her fault. While her father, George, cleans them all each night, Julia sits by my domain. She could sit anywhere she wants, by the carousel, in the empty food court, on the bleachers coated in sawdust. But I am not bragging when I say that she always chooses to sit with me. I think it's because we both love to draw. Sarah, Julia's mother, used to help clean them all, but when she got sick and grew pale and stooped, Sarah stopped coming. Every night Julia offers to help George, and every night he says firmly, "Homework, Julia. The floors will get dirty again." Homework, I have discovered, involves a sharp pencil and thick books and long sighs. I enjoy chewing pencils. I am sure I would excel at homework. Sometimes Julia dozes off and sometimes she reads her books, but mostly she draws pictures and talks about her day. I don't know why people talk to me, but they often do. Perhaps it's because they think I can't understand them. Or perhaps it's because I can't talk back. Julia likes science and art. She doesn't like Lila Burpee, who teaches her or who teases her because her clothes are old. And she does like Deshaun Williams, who teases her too, but in a nice way. And she would like to be a famous artist when she grows up. Sometimes Julia draws me. I am an elegant fellow in her pictures, with my silver back gleaming like moon on moss. I never look angry the way I do on the fading billboard by the highway. I always look a bit sad though. Okay, that's the end of chapter 23. So I want us to go back to our student chapter packet, the one that we just filled in the vocabulary words on. And we're going to take a look at the true false. Okay, so we're just going to put a T or an F on that little line after the sentence. So look at number 1. Do you see where the true false section is?
Mm-hmm.
Right underneath that vocabulary. Ivan used to think he was the only gorilla left on Earth. 2. Stella used to be in a big circus, but was sold when she injured her trunk.
So I got a question. Let me look back in the book.
Definitely look back in the book. I'm going to read through these, and then if you need to go back and double check any of them, you can. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 is Mac is worried because business is slow. 4, Bob belongs to people that live nearby. And 5, Julia is a 10-year-old girl.